What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Javon back at it again with another video. Today's video, I wanted to make a update to a video I made the other day in regards to my Fury Warrior. We are exploring level 11, twinking, hardcoring, like grabbing all the gear from the best expansions. I wanted to just iterate a little bit on some updates. So back then I had a little less crit. Right now I'm maxed out at 31. My speed is still maxed out at 49. My haste is 20%. My mastery is around 11, and my versatility is 6. So for those of you who don't know, you can get two gems from Shadowlands. One of them gives you 133 health for every Shadowlands gem you have. The other one gives you 15% increased speed for every Shadowlands gem. So if you get a bunch of socketed gear, you just become a god if you socket it with a bunch of Shadowlands gear or gems. But I want to just touch base. So a couple updates since the last time. I ended up getting some new gear. I got this cloak from Dire Maul, which is really good. It has a lot of versatility and crit on it. I put mastery on it just because my mastery was a little low in speed. Then I also got these bracers here from Timmy the Cruel in Stratahome. Now this is also really good. It gives you a lot of crit and haste. I'm trying to go crit and haste, but really more on the crit side. I'll talk about that in a minute. I think the more crit you have, the more damage you just like become. It's insane. I'll show you guys too in a little demo. I'll key you up right now too. Then I also got this, which is the wave slicer. This is from the Hydro boss that's in Dire Maul. This is a two-handed axe with a shit ton of haste and a bunch of crit too. So again, it's a nice even swap. Everything else is pretty much the same. Doing ramparts, blood furnace, all that stuff. The rings, I got one from Dead Mines, which is obvious. The lavish jewel ring has always been OP since like classic WoW. I got this ring too from Dire Maul, which has really been good too. I have a whole bunch of other rings and stuff too in my bag, but the most important thing that I think I've discovered since twinking and doing this was obviously getting this is like an old BFA one. It's a little bit harder to get as Horde character. It's really easy to get it for your alliance. But this here, this is the icing on the cake. This drops from Stratahome main gate. It's like the last boss, the big undead guy. It gives you a ton of crit, but not only that, it drops down a lightning bolt, hitting everything for 400. Now, when you max your character out at 11 and lock your XP, the mobs have about 500 health. So this is huge. This pretty much just wipes out everything in front of you. But on top of it, when you have your crit at 31%, it makes your bloodthirst just hit like a train. You hit anywhere from 2 to 500, so you just one-shot mobs left and right. And when you use your whirlwind, if you have life stealing on both your weapons, it's gonna proc that life stealing on one of the weapons for sure. And then when you mix it with the mark of the hidden satire, I don't know how to pronounce that, but when you mix it with that too, it hits them for half their health. And then the barnacle also is a constant proccing dot. So like between all those moving parts and with the speed boost and with the talent where it increases your speed, I really think the only thing I'm missing is getting this guy engineering, which I think I'm going to do within the next couple days and test that out just so I have like a nitro boost, because I think that's the only thing I'm missing. But I mean, maybe it doesn't make sense since I'm speed capped. I don't really know. But what's this procs here? I can show you guys. And what's really been interesting too that I've noticed, and I don't know if Blizzard's doing this deliberately to stop people from queuing like this, but I noticed that like after a dungeon, if I finish it too quickly and then I queue up with the full group, the queue finder kind of gets messed up, and it's like says it's looking for another DPS, but yet everybody in the group queued up and ready to go. It's happened to me like 4 or 5 times now, and I think it's a bug, and I think it's caused from just running these too quickly. But you can finish a dungeon within like 5 minutes. I'm hoping I get this proc here, but it's crazy. Like, this is probably the funnest thing I think I've done in WoW in a long time. I literally have stopped playing all my level 80 characters. Like, there's no need with the scaling that they've added in. It's just it's incredibly fun. It really is like a mix of playing Pandaria, like old school twinking, kind of a mix of classic WoW too, because the stats really make difference. Like I have a bunch of different weapons that I've been kind of playing around with. I was able to farm with the one that gives you a little health on like big pulls, for example. This is like another thing. Like I would recommend trying to farm out like this particular blade. It drops from the last boss in strat. This one here increases your speed, but what's important about it, even if you're speed capped, is it heals you for 29 every 5 seconds. So in bigger pulls, like the dead mines, for example, I would equip that and then this blade here, which gives a chance to send a dot out and it would rip. So like certain pulls, it's nice to have weapons that have mechanics on it versus just like running weapons that have a bunch of haste and crit. Word. And I'll show you guys the little trick here with Gundrak too. If you guys don't know the back way of doing this, this is one of my favorite dungeons in WoW, for sure. And people have no idea how quick you can do this. I bet I can do this in like 2 minutes, not even. Let's see, we're gonna speed run it. So you do the Bloodthirst and then just spam Whirlwind. But Bloodthirst anytime it's up because it hits like a truck, and same with Slam. Slam just becomes like a monstrous. Look at my damage, dude. 4.3. My lifesteal, Whirlwind's doing a bunch, Bloodthirst, Slam. So what you do is you jump in the water and you swim this way, and you can go right to this. You can go right to the second boss, and then you can swim underneath through this here, and you can get to the third boss. And then by the time you're done, so we'll see how quick I can run Gundrak. I bet it's gonna be so fast. Let's see what we get. And then watch this trinket. So the trinket's gonna proc and hit everybody. Ready? It just does so much damage, dude. And then when you get a proc with the barnacles, like it's a double whammy. It's insane. And then you have the necklace hitting, life stealing hitting. Like the single target with having so much crit just does so much damage. See, the barnacles just ripped them. And you just send them back. You're like, nope. So you can go down this way and you can swim. A lot of people don't realize this, but this has been in the dungeon for quite some time. I don't know if the piranhas used to just kill you a lot more, but you can just literally just swim underneath. The slam, look, I hit him for 200, like they have about 1,000 health. 2, 3, 4 whirlwinds kills 3 of them. So you just go 1. Look at that hit. Like, dang, that's crazy, dude. He just died. We're speed running. We're speed running, guys. We're speed running. Third boss. How quick can we do Gundrak? Oh, I didn't cancel it. And even execute just slaps him too. I'm just gonna pull to the last boss here. Actually, probably not a smart idea because I think that they stun. We're just going for it. We're doing it live. You just ripped these rhinos, bro. That's crazy. Look at the rhinos' health. These mobs are usually so tough, dude. So pull all of them. Fucking hit them with that thunder. Just whirlwind. They get the barnacles. The barnacles are just ripping them apart. And just like that, we're on the last boss, boys. Let's get him. Ba 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 ba. Execute into a bloodthirst. Boom. Just like that, you're done. So if you like the video, if you like the content, please leave a like, please sub if you feel like it, please leave a comment, and if you've tried this or what you're doing, wow, I'd love to hear from you. Until then, take it easy. Peace.